boutiques in cars with Emily. So tonight's show was definitely a really fun one. The show was at Union Stage, not to be confused with U Street Musical, which I am totally going to have to super double check tickets from now on when it starts with a U. It's the first time I've been there. I'd never been there before, although it is right next to Anthem, so at least I was familiar with the area. And I actually checked Spot Hero and was not super excited about the choices that I had, so I kind of just knew of a parking garage and was planning to park there, and then I found street parking for free, so that was pretty awesome. And again, it was a holiday, a President's Day, so there wasn't a lot of traffic getting there. I also was in a different area, so I started off a little bit closer to the city and kind of went a little bit of a back road for a little bit. So yeah, getting there was super easy. So let's get into the show. So the headliner is Robert DeLong, and the opener was Morgxn with an X as an A. So when Morgxn came out, it was like you could tell something was not right. They started a little bit late, which is actually not that strange for an opener. Sometimes they usually go on like 5 minutes later than the start time. So that didn't like catch me off guard that much, but when he came out with the lights like on him, I was like, oh, this is not going well. Something went wrong. So he just told us that I guess he was sick all day today, was at the doctor's, and although he is fine, he doesn't really have a voice. So they decided to change up the set, and so they played an acoustic set instead of playing their full-on like music set. So I listened to them a little bit on YouTube. I definitely recognized a couple of the songs, and the first two I thought actually were really great songs acoustic. The one they opened up with was, again, really great, and I mean, the sound was good. You could hear his voice, and his voice was really good despite the fact that he didn't feel well. So I thought that was a really good choice. Rather than not play, he made an attempt, and a really good one at that. I think it was really well done. He had the keyboardist out playing the keyboard with him, singing. The second song was fantastic, acoustic. I really liked the second song a lot, and that was one of the songs that I had heard before. And again, it's one of those things where you're like, is this going to work acoustically? And it definitely did. I thought that was really well done. The third one, they played a Radiohead cover, and I don't know a lot of Radiohead, but I know that song, and it's one of my favorites. So I really, really liked that. I thought that was really cool. And then for the fourth song, which I would not be surprised if they do this anyway during a normal show, even if he's not feeling under the weather, but the keyboardist left, and this is a song that he recorded with the lead singer of Walk the Moon. So he played the piano by himself, the lead singer, and then he sang the song. So that was, again, I wouldn't be surprised if during the normal set, when he's like his 100% self, if he plays it that way anyway. So again, that just kind of fit into the set perfectly, especially considering that it was an acoustic set. And then the last song, I really appreciated this, and I thought it was a really excellent choice, especially considering the headliner and just, you know, them as a band overall as well. They want people to be drawn in, and sometimes it's hard to draw people in, especially, you know, when you're doing an acoustic set and you're opening for Robert DeLong. So they played the full sets, the full song. So they had the drummer come out and the keyboard come back out, and then the lead singer was singing, and they played it like a normal song, not acoustically, and I think that was fantastic. It was their biggest single, Home, which is a really great song, and it was so fun. Definitely was dancing to it, had a really great time to that song, to a point where I actually wasn't bothered by the acoustic set. Especially after being told about it. I think that makes a difference. And when they played that song like normally, I was like, oh wait, I actually maybe am upset about this acoustic, because I want to see them like live now with like their full like ensemble and just like everything at full blast. So yeah, they did a really excellent job in that last song. It definitely was the set stealer for their set for sure. Yeah, so they did a really nice job. I, again, would have loved to see them actually play a full ensemble set, but for the circumstances, I think they did awesome, and definitely check them out. Very good lyrics and really cool get to Robert DeLong, I like honestly cannot even begin to describe how this show goes. So I'm gonna try anyway. So Robert DeLong shows are just constant like entertainment. It's hard not to be entertained at a Robert DeLong show. So the way the stage is set up is the right side, if you're looking at the stage, is like computerized stuff with all the, you know, buttons and gadgets and things. Then he has like going from right to left. So then he has a bass that's like on a stand, so he can just kind of go play it and then doesn't have to take it off or on. A full drum kit, like with a seat and sitting down and stuff. And then on the left-hand side of the stage, there's a standing up drum set with, you know, drums just like on things where you don't have to sit down, you can just stand up. So the first song was off their newer EP or his newer EP, and just like so fantastic, really good crowd pleaser. Again, starts off and he's, you know, touching buttons and doing all these awesome things. And then he goes like right into the second song, which actually started off with a half inflated balloon. So the one mic is attached to, oh my gosh, what is it called? Like a that's not what it's called. Oh, I totally should at least know. Like an echo, like it repeats over and over again. So you make a sound and it repeats a sound, and then you can make another one and you can lay it on top of each other, and it just makes like one big looping. That's what I was thinking of. So he made this loop with a balloon, which I thought was awesome. Just a little tiny touch that is so cool and just so in step with Robert DeLong's show in general. It's just like random stuff, and you're just like, oh, I didn't realize that could make music. And then when you loop it like that, it does, and it's incredible. And then you add this thing and this like random, and he has like a Wii stick and all this stuff. Incredible. Oh, I also forgot to mention the first song. I'm calling it the musical sprinkler because it was like lasers that shot up like a sprinkler would, right? Like, remember old school sprinklers going back and forth? So it's like a musical sprinkler, basically. And so he had these like white little, almost like sticks, and then one was like almost like a fan, like a paddle fan. And when you put the white part in front of one of the lasers, it makes noise or is connected to a specific note. And like depending on like how high you do it, it was just like so incredible. So he actually, that was in the first song, and it comes back quite often throughout the set, and it was just like so interesting. Never seen anything like that before, so I really liked that. I thought that was really cool, and just like the different songs that he used it in and the different way that he used it, and you know, it was awesome. They turn all the lights off on the stage in the crowd, and all you see is these lasers and him just like going crazy and like playing an instrument that's just a laser. It was awesome. So the second song started with the balloon, and it was an older song. And he kind of played another older song, and then the fourth song really stuck out to me. So this was like the first time in this set that he kind of extended the music on the instrumental part. In the middle, it was like his time to jam, and then he definitely changed the way he sang the lyrics a lot, which I really, really like when they do live. And don't get me wrong, his whole set is like totally different from what the recording is. No, totally different maybe is too strong, but definitely different. There's always like a little added thing, and there's always like just these pieces and parts that aren't necessarily on the recording. But the fourth song in this set in particular was definitely like a far reach from the recording, and I loved it. It was so good, and like he went to the like standing up drum kit and played like a lot of that, and then at the end of that song he actually sat down on the drum kit and started doing a drum solo, and the drummer who was with him I was actually at the standing up drum kit, so that was really cool. I really liked that. And then, you know, I mean, the next like couple songs were just like fantastic. It's just really upbeat, energetic songs, and I just like love all of them, and they're so good. So today was yesterday, by the time you see this, it was Robert DeLong's birthday. So at one point in the show, probably about 40 minutes in, they called Morgxn and the band back out, and they had brought out champagne, so they toasted to his birthday, and then they finished the song, and it was just so, I mean, there was just so much energy. And again, the lead singer is probably not feeling that great, Morgxn is not feeling that great, and you know, he's jumping around the stage, and him and Robert DeLong just have this like incredible like energy on the stage. They're like pushing each other, like pulling each other into each other, and just kind of like interacting with each other in such a fun and just like vibrant way. And it was just really awesome. I thought that was kind of going to be it for the birthday thing, and so, you know, we like all yelled happy birthday after the song, and then he kind of went on to another song. He even played a cover, which I had seen before, and I really liked the cover. I mean, I like the song that he covered a lot, and I think that he does a good job with that as a cover, and it's fun, and it's different for sure, but it is fun. And then later on in the set, the lead singer of Morgxn came back out with a cake and a single candle on it lit. So that was really fun. So we all got to actually sing happy birthday, and then he blew out the candle and actually just kind of like took a quick bite of the cake without any hands. So again, just like a fun, definitely unique. I don't think they did that last night, and I don't think they'll do it tomorrow. But so that was like a cool experience that maybe if you haven't, if you weren't there, you would have missed out on. But yeah, then the rest of the set was awesome. They played the two big singles kind of like only an hour into the set, which I was surprised about, because afterwards I was thinking, well, what songs are they going to play to like finish it? He had another drum solo, which was really great. It actually like almost seemed like a continuation of the first drum solo, which was kind of awesome to like connect that to connect your whole set back, like, because he did the first drum solo at song 4, and then to kind of do that again like 30 to 35 minutes later was pretty impressive. And then after another song he played, which I love and kind of didn't remember until he started playing it. I was really excited that he played that song. He went and asked the crowd if anyone had their vinyl for Movement, which was an album he released in 2013. And not really anyone in the crowd did. So he's like, so you guys probably are going to know this song. But it was like a mashup of songs, and it was really awesome. So he sang a couple verses, and then all of a sudden he sang like the chorus part of Basically, and I love that song. I was like, wait a minute, this is Basically, but that's not the verses. Like, it took me a second to kind of realize what was going on. And then he definitely played like mixed in some random Radiohead in there too, and it was just, again, not a huge Radiohead fan, so the fact that I knew it was Radiohead was pretty great. And yeah, and then like he just kind of ended it, and it was just like the drummer came back in eventually, and he like finished singing the song, so it was really awesome. I really liked how he ended the show, especially considering it kind of started with a slower, which is like rare for Robert DeLong, right? He doesn't really have like down moments. His set is pretty like high energy the whole time. So to kind of end on that like more quieter, softer note, and then kind of bring it up at the end, I thought that was really awesome. And he just like when he talks, his banter is pretty funny. You know, and he was told everyone that he would meet people after the show at the merch table. So yeah, I just like really liked his set. Again, maybe I'm a bit biased. I've seen him before. I really like his music, and it's not maybe for everyone. It is a little bit on the different side. And again, it's a lot of like that electronic stuff, but it's good, and seeing it live is even better. All right, so score. Oh boy. This is a really close, almost 10 for me. Honestly, I am so sad that the lead singer of Morgxn wasn't feeling well, and I just would have loved to know what their set was like. And I loved their set acoustic, so that's why it's like, do I give them credit off for having a set that I liked, even though it wasn't maybe the set that I was expecting? Oh, God, it's like hard to make this decision. All right, well, so I would definitely am going to take a little bit of credit off for the acoustic part. Again, it wasn't his fault. The fact that they even got on stage was fantastic. fantastic, and I really loved when they came back out during Robert's set, and he was just like super energetic, and they were all like really energetic. So I did not take off too many. Oh God, this is so hard. And then Robert DeLong is just fantastic. I don't even know how to take really like any credit off for Robert DeLong. He is just so entertaining. I mean, I think I maybe looked at my watch to see what time it was like once and maybe twice in an hour and 15 minutes. Like, there is no time. You're just so entertained, and it's so cool, and the things he does, and just, I mean, it's constant back and forth, and it just knows like where every button is and what every switch and button does. I mean, it's a really impressive show. Even if you don't necessarily like the music, you at least can appreciate just how much work and passion goes into this set every night. Oh boy. So I think I don't know. I 10 is like on the tip of my tongue, but just the acousticness and the fact that I think that Morgxn would have been a way, way better band, or in more interesting set if they had actually been able to play a full set. But can you really take credit off for that? The poor guy was sick. I think I'm gonna have to give this one a 9 point. I think I'm gonna go rogue and do 9.85. It was an excellent show, and it definitely deserves a lot of credit. I guess I'm taking credit off for the acoustic set of the first band, especially after hearing them play their last song in full force. I mean, it seemed like it would have been an amazing set, and unfortunately it just definitely, especially opening for a band like Robert DeLong, where it's just high energy from start to finish. And then I guess there was like one or two moments in Robert DeLong's set where I was just like, okay. But I mean, is that even really a complaint? Like, it's just so good. So yeah, I think 9.85. 9.85 is a good score. And yeah, so let me know what you think. Comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.